Hey everybody, Wildcat here, and I know it's just been a while since I put a game up, but I've had this one here, the Precinct, for a little bit of time, and I'm just finally getting around to playing it, and so I thought as I start to learn to play it, I'd go ahead and put a video or two up on it. The other thing I wanted to say is that the Firefighter Simulator, the squad, they just brought an update out with it for it that allows crossplay now, so Xbox, PC, PlayStation can play together. The other thing that they are bringing another version out is called Ignition, Firefighting Squad the Ignition, and that's supposed to be released on September 9th, so I'm looking quite forward to that one. Hopefully it's just as good as the first one, if not better. And so anyways, let's go ahead and hop on into this one and take a look at her. Alright, so I started a new game, so we're starting it from the very beginning.
Time to hit the streets.
So the introductions like that as you come into here carry on a little bit for the first few that you do, because you're basically in training, but once you get over that, it's not very often they come up. Or at least not for the portion I
Welcome to
played
the
anyways.
ACPD, kid. Time for our first mission, sustenance. But, you can drive. My hip's been acting up lately. Oh, and, don't worry about the fellas. They like to act tough, but that's just 'cause they don't have my natural good looks and winning personality.
And also, this is definitely a game that's good to play with a gamepad.
I bet you learn all kinds of fancy driving at the academy, but for now, let's just take it slow and steady. Don't want to scratch the paint job on your first day.
So, and of course I was using the keyboard to walk to the car, so that's why it shows you what the stuff is for the keyboard. But usually, any game I play where you're on foot, I usually use keyboard, and when I'm driving I use the gamepad.
Swing by the hot dog stand in Chinatown. There's a parking bay there.
Of course, the drawback to it is that you get a little confused on what to hit to bring up menus or things when you're first learning out. Oops.
Good job, rookie. Time for some chow. Ah, tube steak. Breakfast of champions. How'd you take yours, kid?
The works.
A maximalist. I can respect that. What's the damage, Fareed?
Leo, my friend, for you, no charge.
Fareed, you old softy. You earn that tip every time, don't you? Ah, breathe it in, kid. Best part of the day. Besides, you can't patrol on an empty stomach. You know, your old man liked his dogs too. Ah, of course you do. We came up through the academy together. Took different paths when we got on the force, though. He wasn't gonna let anything get in his way. And me, well, let's just say, water finds its level. And my level is, easy mode.
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress. Mercer ACB Bank on Mercer Street, shot fired.
Ah, Christ on a crutch. Another beautiful moment ruined. Oh well, that's what they're paying us for, right?
Let's go.
Central, this is Unit 84, responding code 3.
10-484, be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution.
Oh,
Okay, kid. You wanted the real
looking at the
deal?
mini map
This is it.
changes that came on the road there. So yeah, the game's played from a top-down view. It's a little bit different. Whoa. So that's just telling you how you see to crouch to take cover behind stuff. You can use the mouse wheel to select your weapons. As I can see there, just roll the mouse wheel and it does. So when you start out, you only get a pistol. I think they give us in a taser, but
Now remember, they get one warning. If they don't throw them down, we take them down. Get ready. Police! Freeze! Drop your weapons! Morons.
well, I guess that means we
Look
gotta
like they're
shoot
gonna
them
give
off.
us a choice. Light them up.
So this is kind of crazy, but
One less bad guy.
you can sit behind cover, let yourself recharge after you get hit, of course.
We have units on standby if required.
He's shooting!
It's a little difficult to use this, especially when you
neutralized.
try and bring up your gun and your crosshairs are not even pointing where you're looking, but
Take him down!
it will, run out of ammo here soon.
Target is down. Shots fired!
There we go. Out of ammo. Yes. We know that. Alright.
This is Bree Bookman in the ACTV Eye in the Sky, the #1 news chopper in Averno City. We're downtown where police are engaged in a fierce shootout following yet another bank robbery. It's not clear yet whether this is the notorious August gang or... hold on. There's movement at the back of the building. More criminals coming out. They're boarding a vehicle. It's a dark van and it's... oh my goodness! Keep it tuned to ACTV, folks. Looks like we're in for a police pursuit.
Oh, let's go. So you can see there it's telling us it's non-lethal, so we can't use anything lethal to take him out yet. Well, it's just telling us, yeah.
Back up in your vicinity. What do you need? Suspect vehicle was last seen in Central Plaza.
Clear. Shoot them.
Okay, so now we're being shot at, so now we're allowed to use lethal force.
Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick Intersection 3. Suspect vehicle identified on Fenwick Intersection 4.
Watch
So let's see if we should be able to go here and call in support.
Dispatch, we need backup here.
Received.
He's shooting.
Suspect vehicle was last seen on Fenwick Intersection 2.
Take him down.
Try it, dude.
Suspect vehicle last spotted in Brookhaven.
The first time around I played, I didn't end up chasing them this long.
Suspect vehicle identified on Fenwick East.
Alright, let's call in another unit here. Cruiser back
We
up.
need some backup.
Dispatch to 84, message received.
Whoa! I'm losing control there.
You're too far away.
So basically, they got you get that blue bar down to 0. Oh yeah, of course he's got to turn in front of me, right?
Suspect vehicle was last seen on Fenwick Intersection.
So they have a blue bar and a red bar. The red bar is their life. The blue bar, if you get that down to 0, they'll surrender.
Assistance is available.
So you can hear she's saying assistance available, so we can call in another support here, but every time I call them in, I screw up. Okay. Now I gotta try and catch them. Yeah, we know about that.
84 received.
They've got a weapon.
Tackle them, there we go. Alright. Alright, so then we come in inspection. Whoops. It's gonna frisk them. That's
We'll take that.
one thing I noticed I don't have lined up properly. See, I come out here and it was pointing here. I actually want to do this. It's just something you gotta be careful about.
Dispatch, I need an ID check.
Here is not
Checking
that
database
big of a
for
deal.
records.
But when
All
you're
clear on
picking
that
out
search. No criminal history.
what their crimes and offenses are, when it clicks on the wrong one, it really sucks. So it's gotta make sure you're pointing at the right one before you click the button. So,
84 to Central. We got a 10-15. Pursuit has been terminated.
Copy that, 84. All units stand down. I repeat, stand down.
Whew, you did good, kid. Not everyone handles a pursuit like that on their first day. Quit struggling.
okay, so I'm just gonna let him go for a second here so I can come put. Okay, so
You need to put them in the vehicle.
because this is an introduction, I got a feeling it's not gonna let us. Not gonna let me do or have the freedom to do everything you would normally do. Because training, where's my vehicle? It's over here. So I'm gonna do this here and we'll stick them in the car, as you said. And I put my gun away and we'll do a run over here real quick. I want to see if that... Okay, it all disappeared, so you can't pick it up. Alright, so when you're playing with the gamepad, you can bring up the menus to choose things. So if you bring up the left button, or hit the left button, it'll bring up the menu for your sirens. You can cycle through them, of course. Or you can use, on the keyboard, you can use the C key to cycle through them. If you hit the right button, that brings this menu up. So if you go callouts, and what I learned from them is that when you go call out, it'll say there's nothing there. What the heck? So you have to actually select the support option up here. And then if you have able to support, of course, it'll come up and you can select it. You've seen what I've already done. So, or you can do restart callouts, and it's kind of neat. It does have some neat thing to it. I'm not a huge fan really of the top-down view, and of course the getting in the firefights there is kind of a pain because you got cover, they can't hit you, but when you go to aim at them, they obviously you stand up and you're not covered no more. But a lot of the times, at least my little experience of playing this for a couple hours today, I found that they not always point the gun in the direction you're looking when you bring it up, and you got to spin the mouse around to get it pointing the right way, and you take a lot of damage on that sometimes.
You got this, kid?
Alright, so we go ahead and walk them into the police department here. And then that's just our arrest reports. And that's the end of that. Alright, and then to end your shift, you just go ahead and back to your desk and hit F. Alright, so we can open up our handbook, and of course it'll takes us through what we can do, what you can't do, kind of what's right and wrong.
Want to go catch some bad guys?
It's kind of like the, what's it called? Police Simulator. Except this one's in a top-down view, but it has somewhat similar playing style to it. So on this one, we got to go out and do
Let's go
parking
find
tickets.
some parking violations.
So if you try to talk to anybody or do
There are
something
6
else,
different parking violations to look for. Blocking a hydrant, parking in the opposite direction of traffic, too close to a crossing or on the sidewalk. Oh, and of course, parking in the no parking zone. Oh, and don't forget expired parking meters. Just be sure a vehicle is parked illegally before issuing a ticket. You can't take it back. Ah, here's one. Can you see what parking violation this bozo is committing?
see how when I bring the mouse down, the pointer's not quite on it, but
Good job. The handbook shows all the violation types.
that's just kind of what you got to watch out for, because it will, if it selects the wrong
People are
one,
allowed to
you
use
get nailed
parking
with the
bays
wrong one.
until the meter expires. When you inspect the meter, 0 minutes remaining means it is expired. It's worth checking the meters at bays that are in use. There's a lot of people who don't like to pay their dues these days. Is it expired? Give him a ticket.
Oops.
Hey, you're getting the hang of this ticketing.
It's back in the drive-in. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, okay,
You'll come
park over
across
here in
different
the
crimes
sidewalk.
as you walk your beat. You could be issuing parking tickets 1 minute and chasing an armed thug the next. My advice, be prepared for anything.
This guy's parked on the sidewalk, but it's not letting him look at it. It's probably waiting for
Will
his
you look
partner
at
to
this?
get up
Write
there.
him
Yep.
up.
So,
You're
right,
a natural.
so right now, because it's like you say, these are the training
Let's carry
missions, so
on.
you're kind of limited to what you can do. You can only do what they're telling
Got
you.
eyes on
to.
a vandal. Go handle it, kid.
So right now, he's just...
Issue the fine and let's get out of here.
Hey! Hey, you!
Okay, so what he was doing...
Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Affirmative, stand by. 84, no infractions on record.
Okay. You always check their ID. You don't have to always frisk them. I think there's something about frisking them. I mean, I usually always do, but there's something about... I think if they're doing something wrong, you're allowed to frisk them, right? But of course, this is only a fine,
Excellent. That handbook will help you stick to the rules.
so we don't have to...
Graffiti is a type
Arrest
of
them.
vandalism and only warrants a fine. Picasso there surrendered as soon as he saw us. So we didn't need to arrest him. That said, some criminals like to try their luck. They might throw a few punches, or they might take off. Both of those are arrestable offenses. Even if the initial crime only warrants a fine, once a perp commits an arrestable crime, you gotta make the arrest.
Oh, here's another one.
Vandal
Don't
at
make
work
it
in my
worse for
patrol
yourself.
sector.
Affirmative.
No. Okay, this sucks.
Get your baton out, partner.
Okay, so I just pump the C key and we should be
Assaulting
able to
a
arrest
cop?
them.
That's a serious offense.
Dispatch, I need a warrants check on an ID.
Received. Checking now. Nothing flagged in the system. They're clear.
Of course, we're going to arrest
Call an
him.
escort unit to take our suspect to the precinct.
So,
Don't worry, you'll still get all the credit for the arrest. Let's walk back to the station, but keep our eyes peeled.
so as you can see, you don't have to stay with them once you cuff them and call the guy to come take them. You can leave and they will come and get them.
Central, be advised of property vandalism in our vicinity.
Didn't see that one. This guy's running, so we'll see if we
84
can catch him.
received.
So the blue bar there at the bottom is your stamina. So as you're running, of course, it's going to wear down as you're running and climbing. When he's jogging, it will recharge.
You have the right to remain silent. Hey,
All right.
Control, check this one for priors.
Checking database for records. All clear on that search. No criminal history.
Let's see if we can find any criminal evidence on him. Or incriminating evidence, I guess we should say. No, we don't. All right, let's go resolve. And we're going to arrest him because he ran from
Might
us.
as well escort this brain box ourselves.
And of course, he gives up right here at the police station. Ain't that something? So, oh yeah, I can't pick anything up. That's right, yet. All right, so we got to take him to the front desk. Where is it? It is around here somewhere. There we go. Must have managed to read that one as rights. Which, of course, in here is a pretty quick one, eh?